Good day, Mr. Hill. Let me quickly show you through this video as to how you can include that article in the training list. Okay, so here I'm gonna go into the administrator and I'm gonna log in with your username and okay, so by now you're well aware as to how you can create an article that you can do by going to content, going to article manager. You wish to write an article, you can simply click on add new. You can go ahead and write the article, give it a title. You know the drill because you have already done this article pushing through the pane. Now once this article is here, or for that matter any other article is here, if you don't find it in the list because it might be a long list, you can simply search for it. For example, you need pushing, you simply type in the keyword, you click on search and you will get to that article. So I'm sorry, it didn't match. So let me do that again. So it didn't came up earlier because there was no ing in there. So now that being said, I pointed out that every article has an ID. This is right here. So for example, if this was the article that you wanted to put up on training tips, you would have to remember this ID. Now let's go to that article itself, training. So the training tips is the article where we have that listing. So this is the article. So I go there and now this is the page. Now I'll side by side I'll show you the training tips page as well so that you have an understanding of what I'm talking about. So this is the training tips page, and obviously anything else apart from pushing through the pane is going to come down beneath it, right? But we're going to talk about pushing through the pane. For that matter, I'm going to add a new one, let's say. So in this page, once you inside training tips page, the regular thing is you can simply go ahead and write, let's say, test page, but you can see that the styling doesn't match. The reason being, there is CSS codes written in order to give it color and everything. That's why I asked you to go to toggle editor, which is right here. If I click on toggle editor, it will give us the coded version of it. It will have everything that was written there. Plus, it would also have the codes that are directing as to how it's going to look and what links are going to be there. That's the reason I asked you to copy this last line, just the last line, from P to P. This is the last line. So I'm going to copy this, and instead of this test page that I just read, I'll paste this. Okay. So if you go back to the original version, you will see you have simply, duplicated this. Now if I go back to the toggle editor, let's say I want to have the new page, it's going to be called test page. You can see the title is written here. So instead of pushing through the pane, I'm going to write test page, and well, this is the standard article ID. So let's say test page, I came up with, I went ahead and wrote an article and the ID was 22, let's say. So I'm going to go ahead and write 22. But since there is no article with 22 right now, I'm simply going to do 21. If I go to toggle editor, I'll see that this is happening. So I'm going to click on save. So if I do, and once that saves, I'm going to wait for this to turn. I'll go ahead and click this up, and you'll see test page has come through, and it will still go to the same article ID 21, which is pushing through the pane. So I hope that helps. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. So in order to delete it, I'm going to go to toggle editor and simply going to delete this last line. Okay, so I'm going to go to toggle editor and save this. So I hope that helps. If there is still confusion you have, you let me know. And I've sent you a message on WhatsApp as well, Mr. Hill. There have been some issues with we losing a client because of some bad reviews on Google. I was wondering if you had a few minutes, if you could go through that and maybe post a review of your experience working with us. That would help. Thank you.